Well, hello again. Welcome to another edition of My View from the Pew. I'm Rodney Blockett, and as always, am grateful that you stopped by the channel today. Would enjoy any kind of feedback that you have on any of the videos that we've posted, just to get some comments and things that you might like to see. Um, Hopefully, can do more consistently. I've been a little lax in being able to post content on a regular basis. A lot of things going on, but working on changing that. Again, have some, as I mentioned last week, have some guest speakers that I've got lined up to join the channel. So stay tuned for that. So we'll see what happens. So today's edition is a little bit nostalgic, I guess, for lack of a better word. One of the things I want to talk about was my old buddy Chip Watson. For those in the Joplin area, you would definitely know who Chip was. Chip and I graduated. Well, he was a year older than me in high school in Joplin. We grew up together and worked together for a while, and just had a lot of adventures together on that. But Chip was an awesome guy. Unfortunately, passed away of a heart attack probably almost 10 years ago now or more, unexpectedly. And so, unfortunately, didn't get as much time as I wanted to with him, but the times we did have were a ton of fun. And so, one of the things that was unique with Chip, and Chip sold advertising, worked for a media company. That's kind of how we us work together in that industry. But again, had known each other since high school. But Chip was the kind of guy who could, as they would say, could sell ketchup popsicles to a woman in a white coat. He could sell anything. And the thing was, he was very genuine in his approach, but he also knew his audience, and that's kind of what I want to talk a little bit about today. Is that one of the products that Chip sold was what was considered called a shopper, which is basically a newspaper that's kind of more classified ads driven, where it's classifieds, and you've got tractor guys and building guys, but you also got the guys who are selling their cars and renting houses and things of that nature. So if he was going to go out and see the tractor guy, he would be wearing jeans and boots and a shirt. But if he's going to the hospital to talk to them about their advertising or something like else, he's wearing a tie and a button down. He knew how to dress to the audience as well, and knew how to relate to them. But really, what made him and I guess, a lot alike is just our approach of it's not that hard. It's not rocket science. So from my book, as you can tell, with Rocket Science Made Easy, it's pretty much the approach was, give me a piece of paper, and this would be, I wrote this as a chapter in my book of, inevitably what Chip would do is like, yeah, talking to, Joe Schmo at the Kubota tractor dealer, and he'd take, hey, do you have a pen? I knew Chip probably had 400 pens somewhere in his pocket or someplace else, but that would be his shtick is, hey, you got a pen? And he'd grab a piece of paper and he'd start drawing boxes. And it's like, well, we could put, a picture right here, and we could do this here and put little X's on that. And he goes, and we could do all that and probably get it for you for $400 a month or something like that. And they go, oh, that's pretty good. That's a good deal. And that's how he would sell a ton of advertising. And that's really how I've done in my career as well, is to make it very simple. But today you see these guys who have these huge PowerPoint presentations, and let's get on a Zoom call and share my screen, and I want to go over all the different points of, what the experts say and what the industry has and these figures. And it's a 40-point PowerPoint slide, or you've got a presentation book that you're taking out and you're showing this, or you've got your iPad and your laptop and you're showing all that. When at the end of the day, I just need to know how I get from here to here. What's it going to do for me, and how much is it going to cost me? Really, that's the simple way of selling. It's very easy, build trust, find out what their need is, and how can you solve that for them. So I wish I could spend hours talking about all the adventures that I had together with Chip, but the most important thing, or not most important, but one of the things that really bonded us together was our love of selling and our love of a simple approach. So I would encourage you in whatever business you're in, and as I've said before, every business that you're in, you're a salesperson. It doesn't matter if you're on the back of the trash truck, or if you're the top selling real estate agent, or whatever the case may be. Every job is a sales job, and so how do you convey your message? How do you make that as simple as you can? So I would take the Chip approach, as I would call that, and look at your next project, or look at your next sales that you're getting ready to go through, and maybe ditch the iPhone, leave it in the car, ask the guy across the desk from me if he's got a pen and a piece of paper, write that down, make a few boxes, tell them what you can do for that, and I guarantee you, you'll probably make the sale 90% of the time. So use the chip approach and see if that doesn't help you in life in general, but in your next sales for sure. Hope that was helpful. That's my view from the pew.